like I mentioned earlier, I'm seriously giving thought to doing a series on Hollywood unsolved murders and that kind of thing. So in that spirit, here's a not-so-great list of the 10 completely unexpected movie deaths. And maybe we can add to this.
I know one that should be on it completely, but let's see what's on this. Okay.
Number 10, which should be number 1, but just ignore the fact that this isn't a great list. It's just here to inspire conversation. Number 10 is Marion Crane in Psycho.
Well, yes.
That's got to be number 1, really. I mean,
I would say that would be number 1 on my book, but okay.
That was the movie that introduced the idea that hey, our lead character doesn't have to be somebody who survives to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So, but I guess over the years since Psycho, it's almost like you kind of know, even if you've never seen Psycho before, you kind of know what it's about. Probably, you probably already know that she gets killed. So maybe it's not as big of a surprise for people as it once was. So
number 9, Terry Chaney in Final Destination. Do you remember that, Dev?
No.
There are a lot of deaths in those movies. I don't give a shit about any of them. But
there's 15 deaths in each movie. So I mean, it's like
I don't. That's dumb. Whoever made this list already, this list is already losing my respect.
Okay.
Casey Becker in Scream, which is Drew Barrymore's character.
Oh.
And we didn't see that coming.
Oh, God, this list is already scaring the shit out of me.
Okay, let's move on.
Well, it shouldn't be completely unexpected. Okay, good.
Yes.
Because I warned you. Okay. Number 7, Quint in Jaws.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah.
I guess so, because it did feel like he's gonna. It feels like he could have eaten the shark, in that movie.
No, that I agree with.
It makes complete dramatic sense. I mean, that's the way he had to go. I mean, go down with the shark, But
yeah. So I mean, and plus, the shark was going to have to kill someone. So I mean, it was going to be one of those 3 guys. So.
He had a good agent.
Number 6, John Hurt in Alien.
Of course, yeah. I mean, definitely. That's one that builds on the whole Psycho thing. Yes, for sure.
Number 5, Jack in Titanic.
Number 4. I think you knew that was coming.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah,
Nancy.
I mean, because the movie actually begins with her remembering things, and she seems quite melancholy about the whole remembrance and so forth. So you could kind of that movie has some foreshadowing to it that I don't think that death is surprising at all.
And she can still smell the fresh paint. Number 4, Nancy in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors.
Yeah, that's another one of those faceless things, yeah. Okay.
Number 3, Marvin in Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I guess. But why I'm laughing about that is they actually have an action figure of Marvin in Pulp Fiction. It's just an action figure without a head.
Dude, I gotta get that action figure.
Yeah. Is that a real thing? Is that a real?
I bet some collectible company actually manufacture that, and you can buy that. Number 2, Russell Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Blue Sea.
That was surprising. I will admit that was surprising when Samuel L. Jackson gets it in that movie. That was that was the one thing I remember about that film. That's the one thing that everybody remembers. Yes.
Yeah.
There's collective memory on that film?
Well, that's it, when anybody mentions that movie, I mean, and it's very rare, but they're generally mentioning it because of the way that Samuel L. Jackson buys it in that. So
I was thinking of LL Cool J and that dumb bird in the movie. That's all I remember about that dumb movie. But I mean, it was LL Cool J and his bird. I mean, that was it.
I don't remember anything about it except Jackson giving that rousing speech, like it's just a rousing, like rah, let's go and get him speech, and like right in the middle of the sentence, the shark comes up and eats him, and he's gone out of the movie. So, yeah.
Okay.
But to be fair, the shark thought that he was Lawrence Fishburne. So we got to. Number one is I guess this is Leonardo DiCaprio's character in The Departed.
Oh yeah, that was surprising too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you
I could see that, yeah.
If you hadn't seen the original movie, if you hadn't seen if
you haven't seen the Infernal Affairs trilogy, it's definitely a shocker. But not if you have.
They missed the number one that I would have picked, which would have been William Peterson in To Live and Die in L.A.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Kubrick was looking for the best example of somebody getting their head blown off when he was shooting Full Metal Jacket, when Vincent D'Onofrio does it. And I think somebody told him, it might have even been D'Onofrio, somebody told him, have you seen To Live and Die in L.A.? And he said no. And so they watched it, and Kubrick, freeze-framed it, frame by frame. And he says, no, we can do better than that. Look at that cut right there. You can tell that. So he set out to do it, for real on Full Metal Jacket, set it up without a cut, which he accomplished.
That's a good one. I have two that I think that you maybe aren't as quite as dramatic as that, but that's a really great example, Dean. That's a really good one. Andy Garcia in Black Rain. And Omar Sharif in Night of the Generals.
Yeah, I don't remember that now. Omar Sharif.
Those are the two I would think of. Would you all agree, though, the first time you see Star Wars, Obi-Wan getting killed, this is the first time, or little kids or whatever, wouldn't that qualify in the terms of not knowing anything about these movies later on and everything, but just the first time you see it? Isn't that kind of shocking in its way,
I guess so, but there is sort of a sense that, I mean, I don't know, there is sort of a sense that he's going towards his own fate and that kind of, so there's
Alec Guinness didn't think so. You know what Alec Guinness said? You want me to be in your movie and you're going to kill me? Are you nuts?
Oh, yeah.
Lucas, he said, you want me to, you're going to kill me? And what are you talking about? Are you nuts?
Since we've been talking about Ken Russell this show, how about Oliver Reed in Gladiator?
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, here's a really good one. Steve Buscemi in The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Right.
That was extremely shocking to me. I wasn't expecting...
Brad Pitt in Burn After Reading, speaking of Coen Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a really good one. Yeah,
that is. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. That's an interesting question. I'll have to go through my list and see if I can think of some other ones. But those are good ones. The Omar Sharif one, I need to go back and check that movie out. I'm interested in watching that movie again. Night of the Generals. I love that movie. It's a good movie.
and the whole argument about the end of Chinatown. I mean, Faye Dunaway getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was unexpected to a lot of people, screenwriter included. And it's Polanski decided to end the movie that way himself because originally in the original script they got away, and he just said, beautiful women die in Los Angeles, just like Sharon, and that's why he ended the movie like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, here's another one. John Cusack in The Grifters. Totally surprised by that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. I was
That's a good one too.
Stunned by that.
The Weeds and Easy Rider.
The what now? The what in Easy Rider?
The two leads.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was shocking too. Mm-hmm. Yep. For sure. Yeah. There's that's an interesting subject matter, I think.
Every single teenager in the Friday the 13th series.
Oh, here's one. John Cazale in Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was also like extremely stunning. God, there's tons of them though. There really
are. I mean,
there's so many deaths in movies. You know, I mean, like it's just
and the fact
ridiculous.
that everybody dies in Night of the Living Dead, even the lead actor. You know, the one we expect to get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody dies in it. That is one of the few movies that you can say that about, where every character dies. Yeah, I don't know. I would even go so far as to say Shelley Winters in Poseidon Adventure. I thought that was, that's still a kind of a stunning death.
Kevin Spacey in L.A. Confidential.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yes, that is definitely the one. That always, every time I watch that always pisses me off guard. That I always forget that. What about, even I don't know if it counts.
Gwyneth Paltrow in Seven?
Yeah. I mean, even though you don't really see her death in it, but yes, it is. Yeah, definitely.
What about, even though it doesn't happen on screen? Speaking of Fincher, Alien 3, Newt and Michael Bihn's character don't make it to the prison. I know
right.
Not in the same. That did shock me when I first saw it. Oh shit, they're not in it. They don't make it. So I mean, I know that's not probably in the same category that we're really talking about, but that always caught me off guard when that movie started, that they wouldn't be in it. So.
Here's one that I had to reach way back in my memory for this one. John Wayne and the Cowboys, because he didn't really die in very many movies. But
that shocked the hell out of me.
Yes, John Wayne and the Cowboys. That was a very stunning death, and great, villainous performance from Bruce Dern in that. Like one of his many villainous performances. But yeah, I'm sure I could think of 100 more. But
I can think of one. Sal Mineo in Escape from Planet of the Apes. It's Dr. Milo. Remember, he strangled.
He dies really early. Like he has he has one line in it. Poor Sal Mineo.
Yeah, I mean, man got a raw deal.
He totally, they could have let him wear that monkey mask for a little while longer before they killed him off.
Yeah, they could have let him at least make it to the 45-minute mark at least.